Some of you love sleep more than you love success. And I'm here to tell you today, if you're going to be successful, you've got to be willing to give up sleep. You got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you will have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because you got to be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you don't want it badder than you want to party, you don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success. You don't want it badder than... I don't know how many of y'all got asthma in here today, but if you ever had an asthma attack before, you short of breath, SOB, shortness of breath, you wheezing. The only thing you trying to do is get some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care about a party. The only thing you care about when you're trying to breathe is to get some fresh air. I'm not eating like I eat at home. That's why you're about to go to the next level. Because if you keep eating like you ate at home, you will keep being a boy or a girl. It's time to become man, woman.
Talking to y'all in depth, stacked against the odds, my roots still crept. Grounded in the soil of the West, love, loyalty, respect, mirrors pain, anger, death. These night terrors got me stressed, seeing vivid thoughts of death and melting flesh. Turn them dark days to sunshine, my mind stay full grind. The whole city feeling the pressure, this is the war cry. War crimes, loaded 4-5s, holding on both sides. Let's ride, it's go time. Broke up out the concrete, the same place the sinners and the cons meet and still shine. The diamond in the rough that make the world blind. Take mine, aim at my opposition and dream of my peace. To my demise, I'm gonna speak for the streets. My voice sink to the beat, my soul speak and I peak. You hear Long Beach in the speak, it's been too long, my niggas ready to eat. I'm unleashed now, now I got the glow, I'm about to eat now. Now all of y'all listeners hear the street growl. K. Reese. Stand for something above anything, that's what the OGs told me, so I listen. Real riders don't fold under pressure, we become the diamonds people mention. I'm the rose in the concrete, I'm the diamond from the rose. I'm the rose from the concrete, I'm the diamond from the coal.
Yeah, I'll see you at like 2 o'clock. I'm doing some Christian hip hop video or something. Don't really want to be here, but it's a favor.
Hi, welcome to...
Hey, can I get this set cleaned up, please? Thank you. And where's my talent? You guys are my talent?
Yeah, how you doing, man?
All right, I got a 2:30, gentlemen, so can we make this kind of quick?
2:30? It's important?
Yeah, very.
Okay, each trip. Wow, that's crazy.
We ready?
For sure what we do.
Urban Epistle, Scene 1, Take 1.
Action.
I'm the first gospel rapper. I'm the first apostle rapper. From my section, it's a lot of rappers. Respected cause I'm not an actor. Even though I changed, I didn't change up. Kept the same name from when I came up. RPH and we here now. The devil got so much to fear. Culture mechanic. I left the hood to fix all the problems inside at Advantage. Cause I'm from the hood. And stuff get fixed from the inside. Inside. That's why Christ became a man. I'm in Christ. I let the old me die and became a man. Yeah, deal with men, but I war with demons. Reciprocate that before Jesus. Encounter changed all the morbid reasons. I was more of a heathen with a gorgeous heater. Miracles follow me now. So when I walk through the crowd, virtue was hard to be found. In me, they calling me now. When the devil show up, everybody know us. We the pull-up crew. RPH, scars of grace, and we about to change with the hood up too. Yeah. If you watch me live my life, it's like reading the word. Check me out, I got stripes in the streets in the church. I left the hood with some urban epistle. Urban epistle. I'm living the scripture, the word is official. Urban epistle. I left the hood with some but I came back with the word. I left the hood with a pistol, but I came back in the pistol. Feelings purged with the
Hey, yo. Hey, HotFacts with Robert Reese, man. This your boy Dash Bandicoot tapping in with you, brother. Hey, said, I'm right here on a break in my dash right now, getting busy, but I figured I'd tap in before I eat some grub real quick. But yo, man, I like your channel, like what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we share some of the same ideas as far as like how to navigate this gig market. So just tapping in, showing love, man. I seen your comment. Finally got a chance to hit you, bro. Whenever you get a chance back, man, just holler, man, for sure, man. Love, bro. Be safe.
Oh, it's perfect that you said that, man. This is your lane. You made this. This is your baby, and you're gonna see it through. You know, that's great. When Dash Bandicoot told me about you, and I'm like, I've never heard of this man before. But if you're, if he, cause he was like, he basically told me he would follow you to war if there was a war. I'm like, I gotta check him out. I gotta check him out. You know, and that's how I started watching your channel.
This guy, he brings the energy. He's got the best intro in all of YouTube, mate. He's got other people saying his name, and there's a reason for that. And he can get subscribers from anyone. With his great personality, man. The Hot Facts is exactly that, man.
Hot Facts, KG Sports, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. What's up, guys? You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Take care.
This is Isaac Henderson, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
What's up, guys? I'm Sean Barubi. This is my boy Vargas, and we love watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
Hello, everyone out there. Excuse me, 2 times in a row with the throat. People, you know what? People dock me, penalize me for having something in my throat. I thought it was clear. Now I'm good. Welcome, everyone. This is Hot Facts with Robert Reese, live Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. through 3 p.m. People, it goes 1 hour, but we all do know that if it gets a little hot, it can go a little further. A lot of you guys may see the face there sitting in that chair. This is another interview for us right here. This is, I think, number 10 days in a row, 10th interview in a row, people. The competition has been stepping up on these interviews. And this right here, people, is something that a lot of you guys don't know. And we actually just spoke before this thing started. I've been watching all of this stuff from skateboarding, rollerblades, BMX, dirt bikes, rally. It does not matter. I've been following this stuff from the very first X Games, from before that, people. And I just let them know that when he was a little kid, I just put it all together recently that he's the racer scooter kid that I used to watch and have my nephew try to go up there and do stuff on. So this is a pretty good one for me. I am really excited. Now, for those of you who do not know, this man is a professional athlete, super professional athlete, many broken bones, many everything he has done, the grits and the grind and all that. I'm going to let him introduce himself. Now, there's a lot of family and friends who come in and check in on my stuff during the middle of lives, and then after. A lot of you guys may not know who this guy is. Okay, so I'm going to let him go ahead and introduce himself. Floor is yours.
Yo, thanks for the intro. That was awesome. Yeah, it's still crazy to me that you've been watching on my channel for a really long time. But yo, what's up, everybody? My name is Tanner Markley. I'm a professional athlete, acrobat. I own a few different businesses. One is a footwear company, which you can see behind me. I work with a lot of MMA fighters. One of my business name, Tony Sin, is a signature shoe through us. And also my footwear company is also a show company, which is how it started. We started basically a circus about 4 or 5 years ago, and we've traveled to basically the entire world. And prior to that, I was a professional scooter rider, rode for Razor for about 10 years. I've done just about all of the Razor commercials, and now I even shoot the Razor commercials myself. And I don't know, just kind of a fitness enthusiast, and found myself doing a lot of side gig, kind of side hustle stuff back in 2018 when I moved to Las Vegas. I fully committed, and I was like, all right, I can't work for anyone. I have to stay on this grind of being an entrepreneur. And I found DoorDash I found Postmates first, and then Postmates video blew up on my YouTube channel and took me from being full-time acrobat on YouTube to full-time delivery stuff, especially when the pandemic came around is when I really leaned into it. And here we are a few years later. And we're actually about to go on tour in the next, I don't know, I leave in like 3 days or so to drive to Chicago, and we do shows basically all over the country. But yeah, that's a little bit about myself.
Right, man. Now, people, that's a lot right there. You heard shoes, you heard UFC, that's sponsorships, people. So a lot of you guys may not know who Tony Ferguson is, people, but I'll just go ahead and share his face. Some of you guys may know his face, from watching a fight card, but may not know who he is. So I'll go ahead and share this really quick so you guys can actually see. This is Tony Ferguson right here, people. This man can talk. This man can fight. You've seen him in some of your biggest rivalries and beefs. So he is under this man here, people. So this is, when he's rocking and training and he's in his thing, you're seeing the gear from the man himself right there. So that was Tony Ferguson there. Now, I've been entrepreneur working for myself for a very, very long time. And what I found out was once Postmates, like he said, I started with Postmates first in 2015. So started doing that. But once I saw that you can actually use this stuff to actually help you with your other business, that was major for me right there, because the cost, you're trying to mitigate and save everything. And by me going out there and driving, I said, I can actually do this and keep more of that, just to keep more of the business flow going. Now, from you doing all of this, did you have to hop in to do the gig, or was there a budget you needed some extra cash for? Like, how did you actually end up doing the Postmate?
Yeah, so I kind of jumped into business in 2017 is when I started my circus show. I took out a pretty fat loan. I think it was like $8,500. Took a personal loan to basically buy a trampoline and stuff. I had paid off most of that after the first show we did. And my dumbass was like, well, let's start a shoe company a few months later, too. I was like, I don't know. I just saw it as the perfect opportunity. I was like, wait, so all these, because I was kind of new to acrobatics. I came from a skate park background, but the trampoline wall and all that other stuff that I do was pretty new to me. So I was like, wait, everyone's wearing wrestling shoes. How has no one done like an acrobatic shoe? So I was like, all right, you got to figure out how to, because I had actually worked for Razor for years. So I had a pretty extensive background in like developing products and all that good stuff. And I was like, I know how this works. I can do a shoe company. I just didn't have 30 grand to fucking start a shoe company, because shoes it's not something you can't just go out and buy like 100 t-shirts and then print on them. Shoes, it's a much bigger entry level. But I was confident in it, found a business partner, ended up putting another 10 grand into the company. So I really dug a gigantic hole around myself the first year of entrepreneurship. And then as soon as I moved to Vegas, I got this job, run some social media. But after a few weeks of doing it, I realized that if I was going to work for someone else, I was not going to have any time for myself after, because you spend all your mental energy working for someone else's business. And it didn't really matter that the money was good for me there. I was like, I have to, like, I'm fully committing to this entrepreneur journey. If I don't make it here, then one, I'm going to be buried in this debt. And two, like, I always commit, as an extreme sport athlete, it's just in my DNA to like 100% to commit to things. So I knew that if I was to take any of the profits from my businesses, from the show company or from the shoe company, then they weren't gonna work very well. And especially the shoe company, because of how much money is involved in just making shoes, marketing them, fucking trademarking everything. Like, I just got my trademark back. Finally, I own the name Off Axis. And like there's so many things involved in doing a business. I was like, there's no way if I took any of the profits away from these companies that they're going to survive. And I'm someone who came from a very like, I wouldn't say we're completely poor, but definitely like grew up in like not the greatest part of LA, didn't have a lot of money, basically spent my whole entire time in a skate park. So I wasn't the most educated person either. So I was like, okay, the least I can do is at least make enough money on Postmates every single day to cover my bills until these businesses take off. And had I known that it was going to take 3 years for that to happen, I might not have done it, but it was 3 years. And then finally the show company, I had booked like, it was like $180,000 worth of shows, which is like, it was 28 shows and they were all back to back to back for 9 months straight around the entire country. This was in 2000 and it was in 2020 at January was when we had basically finished the show tour. 8 days before the show tour starts, March 13th or whatever it was, COVID comes in and just like cancels all my plans. So that's when I was like, finally the business had taken off. And then it was like, nope, here's another gigantic speed bump. No more shows for like 2 years. I think it was about a year and a half actually until we got to do an actual show again. And yeah, it was quite the journey, but now we're here and everything's pretty good. You know, we made a lot of money last year. It was like, went from basically struggling to all of a sudden, like everything's really good and easy. Just took a lot of living in poverty basically for 3 years.
Right. Now, I'm going to touch on that poverty thing. Now, you said growing up, LA County, LA area. Now, we spoke a little bit. You hear Long Beach in the songs in the beginning. So we talked about the Long Beach skate park and that crazy injury that you had. So let the people know where about what part the city-wise. As far as
so I'm from Temple City, but I basically lived at the border of Temple City and El Monte. El Monte, if you know where El Monte is, it's not like the greatest area. It's not the worst, I would say, but it's definitely not a good area. And I basically spent all my time in like southeast LA. A lot of time in like Long Beach and all that. And I don't know, eventually, as soon as I graduated high school, I was kind of like, I got to get out of here. Like all my friends there was one of my friends shot and killed someone. And I was like, I literally like would hang out with this kid at lunch and stuff. And like 1 year later, he shot and killed someone and he's going to jail for probably the rest of his life. And then all my other friends are in gangs and stuff. And I just saw the writing on the wall and I was like, okay, I like this skate park stuff and I'm going to get away from this shitty area. And I was like, as soon as I got a car, I spent every single day in San Clemente with my friends at the skate parks down there. I was like, I just didn't want to be surrounded by, it's like if you surround yourself with like 5 crackheads, you're going to become the 6th crackhead, If all your friends are like drawing graffiti and doing all this other like hoodlum shit, you're probably going to start doing that too. So I was like, all right, I want to do this skate park stuff like professionally. So I need to surround myself with other professionals, and that was getting out of LA basically.
Right. Now that COVID thing was crazy. Now first of all, how many professional gigs do you have now? People, I'm saying this because like he tapped into the DoorDash and Postmates because it's gigs. This dude he books appointments. That's what I do. We have clientele. So how many clients did you have when COVID hit?
Let's see.
Your shows and everything.
There was a few double clients, but in total, I believe we had about 16, 18. And I mean, we kept some of those as soon as like last year, which is probably the reason why we were so busy last year. Like I actually left my house in Vegas in April and I did not come back until December. Basically, there was like, I was home for probably like 20 days in 9 months. We were just constantly going, but a lot of that was like clients that I had booked in 2020 came back and rebooked us, but there's still a lot of them did not rebook us.
Okay. Now, let the people know out there. Now, I know the Six Flags. You ever done anything with Knott's? So as far as the amusement parks, Knott's Berry Farm. How about like the high schools? You know how sometimes at lunchtime when you're in high school, they'll have the setup. They'll come in. You ever do the high schools too?
I have done a few of those actually, and most of them were all when I was working for Razor. I had started the Razor Action Sports Show, and that was, we would go basically to high schools and middle schools and stuff. And honestly, the high school crowds are tough to perform for, you know. That's when kids are getting to the age where they're like too cool to cheer. But if you go to an elementary school, those kids go ape shit when you do a fucking backflip.
I remember those days, man. I remember sitting out there and watching. No, it's funny that you said the high school it's tougher. Yeah, because everyone wants to be cool. Everyone's like, man, I do that at home. No, you don't. You don't do any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever had the opportunity to get hired by the NBA for like a halftime show?
Unfortunately not. I've had a few of them reach out, but the logistics of any of the things that I do are not really possible. So, okay, there's a few things that like go into those NBA shows. One, they find the shit out of you if any of your equipment or anything marks or scratches the floor, which almost all of my equipment is probably going to mark or scratch the floor. So that is one that I was just like, wait, you're going to pay us $10,000, but it's $5,000 if something scratches it. I'm like, I don't know if I'm taking that risk.
Right.
And then two, it's just like our stuff is, it's almost like when I'm putting on a show, it's almost like a day of construction goes into it. We're actually physically building a 16-foot wall that we jump off and stuff. And then the ramps is like just lots of screws and shit. And so it's like a whole day of construction. So none of that stuff really can just jump onto an NBA half court and go for like, I don't know, I think it's like a 5-minute act or something. It usually takes, I don't know, our stuff's too big. It would be possible, but that little fine they throw in there for the scratching the floor, I'm just like, nah, I'm good.
Right.
It's not worth it for me.
Now, all of the stunts and acrobatic work that you do, have you ever applied for American Ninja Warrior?
Not American Ninja Warrior. I was a top 10 on America's Got Talent, but not American Ninja Warrior.
Okay, America's Got Talent top 10. Man, hey, that's very impressive. I know how hard it is, you know, to get up there, top 10. I have a buddy, he's actually a boxing analyst, and his sister Lisa Tucker was actually, when she was on American Idol, she was the youngest to ever do it, and she made it on top 10 there, did her thing. I'm like, man, okay. The only thing I have kind of close to that, well, you know, the LA Avengers shot me some work there, but there was the show. You remember The Real World? MTV?
Yeah.
The Real World?
Real World.
Okay, so they had The Real World Hollywood, and when they came to Hollywood, and I made it past all of the audition. I got past everything, and it came down to where I thought for sure I was going to be on the show. My brother was getting all excited. We're getting ready to be on the show. And it didn't happen. I ended up being the second alternate. One person got kicked off the show that year, and it moved me up one. And one person was borderline too drunk, but they ended up voting him in. So I did not get a chance to infiltrate that Hollywood house. I was so close right there. But It was a good experience. It was a pretty good experience there. Now, have you ever broken any bones at a live show?
All my fingers. At a live show?
Yeah.
I don't know about broken in a show. I broke my jaw in a show, I guess. You can kind of get away with having a broken jaw and continue to do shows, though.
Okay.
Broke my jaw is probably the worst one. Smacked my face. Kind of lost some teeth. Like all my teeth are fake. I wouldn't say broken. No. Maybe like my kneecap, but I've been knocked out a few times in shows. And definitely had some, I think I broke a couple ribs, but no, most of the injuries happened from competition and like skate park training and stuff. And like the moment that I started like performing in shows was really when I like saw this as more of a job than more of an opportunity. And I really chilled out on like things that were super dangerous. You know, everything that I do in my head, I will 110% land it every single time. And I can usually do an entire summer of shows and usually not fall. Like, knock on wood, like I haven't gotten hurt in a really long time. And to me, it's pretty safe. You know, it's kind of like riding, I don't know, riding a bike on the ground, you know, physically. I mean, I'm riding like a bike sometimes and doing flips, but to me, it's pretty damn easy at this point. I've done over 5,000 shows now.
Yeah, 5,000 shows, man. That is impressive. Now, for some of you people out there, I'm gonna let you guys just take a look and see what he does really quick. I'm gonna push mute. People, did you see that stuff there, people? Now, let me tell you, all those twists and turns, and look, he's been doing those flips since he's been a little kid, people. You just don't just wake up and say, I can do a backflip, I can do this, I can do that. That is great stuff. Now, the trampoline work with when you're going up that tall plane.
Yeah.
It seems like they're plants from the skateboard. Like you're going up there. Is it like kind of the same like thing you're trying to just how to transition to your next flip when you get up there? Is it kind of like doing a plant on a skateboard, get up there and stall really quick, then the boom on off? How is that?
Kind of. Yeah, the tramp wall is very similar to like going up and doing a stall on a quarter pipe.
Okay, man, that is cool stuff. So now you have a tour coming up, and I know when I hit you up, you said you got your trailer loaded, you're getting ready to get some work done on yourself, getting ready to head on out there. So how long is this tour?
Who knows? I know it's I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to be for me because I still have to run the footwear company. So I might just do this 6-week contract in Chicago, and then I might just kind of set up the shows for the rest of the ones. We're actually triple booked in fall, so we have shows in a few different amusement parks, and I might just set those shows up and then come home and just kind of like let them run. But I don't know. The tour usually goes from about June through the rest of the year. I know we're booked until like January 1st, basically, at least.
Okay. Well, that's cool too, because while you're actually out there, doing all your work, people can like, okay, maybe get in contact with him. You know how sometimes they book something, someone can't do it. They see you got space, you got time, you're gonna be in this city. Oh man, perfect. Now, being a gig driver and doing content at this point in your career right now, do you use the gig apps as like therapy to like cool off and take yourself away from doing all the tour stuff, or are you doing it now like, you know what, I got to get out there and make some content so I don't fall
off? Yeah, I gotta be honest, I've done like 5 orders in the last like 2 months though. Sometimes I'll go out. No, I've probably done like 10 orders, but yeah, I will every once in a while, if I'm reading a good book, like I just did one a few days ago at night. I was reading How to Win Friends and Influence People, and I was like, I kind of want to take a break from working because I usually listen to stuff in the background. I was like, I'm gonna like focus on going out and listening to this audiobook. And that's like one of the greatest things about delivery driving and stuff is you're sitting there and you can educate yourself and basically get paid to educate yourself. And sometimes I'll do it like on the way. Like, honestly, if I wasn't driving a Ford Explorer that gets like 16 miles per gallon already, I would do more gig work. But it's so expensive for me to do it now that it's just not worth it at all. even if it is like super part-time.
Okay. All right. So now I watch your videos, and man, you got motivational videos. You got videos on helping people on how to do your money. You got videos for people who are trying to be an entrepreneur, how to start up. You got your face and hand in a lot of many different things, and I like that though, because everything that you do ties into one main thing there. And I do know that being in this this YouTube thing, there's a lot of people out there that try, and you can tell when they're trying, and it's like, no, that's fake talk right there. That's fake talk. People that have been doing it, he's been doing this thing for 20 something years, as far as the professional athlete and all of the stunt work that he does. And was that fight choreography too?
Yeah, I do stunt fighting and stuff as well. And like I'm pretty decent when it comes to like actual martial arts. Like I'm not actually like doing full out sparring with Tony or anything, but like I'm pretty good at wrestling, can box a little bit, and the stunt coordinating and like all that good stuff. We do like a lot of WWE kind of slams sometimes in the shows and all that other good stuff. So we've done a few, like that specific show that was in the stunt reel was like a humans versus zombies kind of thing. And like it was in San Jose, California at Great America. And I was like the human, and there's this scene, which was the funnest shit in the world, where all these zombies would be like running after me, and I'd be like, slam one guy down. I'd go over here, like drop kick this guy. I'd like flip over this guy and like trip them and shit. Literally like the funnest shit ever. It was like, oh, I get to run around and beat people up. This is fucking awesome.
You're having a lot of fun out there. And people, let me let you know something is when you can actually get paid for doing something that you love. My man said, I have friends, some went this way, some went that way. He was like, I do this every day. I'm going to go ahead and do it. For all you parents out there that get terrified and afraid, my kids are skateboarding all day, they're doing this extreme stuff. Look, you may not like it, and yes, some medical bills might come, but let me tell you this, from all of that work right there, this is what happens, where you can pretty much be in any atmosphere when it has to do with any of these sports. He does so many of the sports across the panel, he can walk in any place and he's known because of what he does. You know what I'm saying? And that's hard work. Parents, you know what I mean? Those medical bills, I'm pretty sure you guys are not complaining now. Those are old stories now, and he is doing his thing. So what are your plans as far as gig work? You're always going to just use that as therapy, to cool off in time, or are you ever going to stop doing them at all?
Yeah. I have to add though, like I probably owe my mom so much money for medical bills. And if it was not for me being like the only scooter rider, and I was like competing with like all the other skateboarders, I probably would have just been like an average Joe in the skateboarding industry. But because there's significantly less people doing scootering, I automatically got like sponsorships from Razor and stuff. And on top of that, just to throw the cherry on like the cake, being around Razor at such a young age, I was around extremely smart people who are working for like $1 billion corporation. So I had very educated people around me, and I saw as soon as I was about 18 years old, I was like, oh, I got to like read books and like get on top of this, because there's so many people that are just like me who are super skilled in everything, but they screw it up because they don't educate themselves. They don't know how money works. Like I have a friend who has won the X Games multiple times. He has like his own video games and stuff. And he just, he never really was able to get ahead and like stay ahead of his finances and stuff because he didn't really understand how money works. And fortunately, I saw that at a young age as like someone else's, this was a good example of what not to do. And read a lot of books and stuff because of that. And like Rich Dad, Poor Dad, that book like literally changed my life. So like it's a mixture of doing the sports and also understanding what is good for you really, and knowing how everything works and how everything comes into play too.
Right, and that's a good thing. I mean, a lot of you guys don't understand when you're out there skateboarding and doing all these. It's an individual sport. Every single person that you are around are trying to get to the same place you are. The best thing about that is you can, meet someone, get close to getting a sponsorship, but you learn that much of business from that. You'll get the ping pong and bounce around from going this and that, and you actually learn how the business works. And then people, once you get in, then that's when you go to the next step. And he's been doing this for a long time with something that he loves. That's why, he's continued. If he was trying to do this, like, let me see if I can do it, he would not succeed. And all those injuries, he wouldn't have all those injuries. But now, what's the best amusement park that takes care of you? That takes care of you when you guys get there. Which amusement park takes care of you guys the best?
Yeah, I would have to say Cedar Point is Cedar Point isn't one of my personal clients, but all of that stuff that you saw in that video, most of that was all at Cedar Point, which is like the biggest theme park in America, basically, other than Disney World. It's this, I don't know if you know what it is, but it's basically it's an island in Ohio, in the Great Lake, and there's like a little peninsula to get there, but it's this whole gigantic freaking island. And they have literally like the best roller coasters. And I did 8 summers at Cedar Point, and that was also the first show that I got. And the first show that I got, I was 19 years old, and I was definitely not doing the greatest. I had basically given up on scootering and professional athletics and everything, and I started going to raves. You know what happens at raves, doing a lot of drugs and stuff, and was not on a good career path at that time. And I got this call, and someone was like, "Hey, do you still do like the scooter stuff? Can you do a show?" And I was like, "Whoa, yeah, I gotta get back into this," and like that door like led to so many things. So it's just kind of about being in the right place at the right time was how I got here too. Because had I like not taken that opportunity, who knows what would have happened.
Right. Now, let me see. You have let me try to see if I can guess any of the networks. So have you done Nickelodeon? I'm pretty sure you've done Nickelodeon.
The first show I ever put on was Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Sports Awards. That was the first ever off-axis show.
Okay. Oh wow, kids. Oh, the kids
got lucky with that one too.
That's a nice one. That's a Kid Choice. That's a nice one.
Yeah, they found my YouTube channel and was like, "Hey, can you like?" Because I had this video called choreographing a tramp wall routine, and it was just me like teaching my friend, like telling my friends, like, "You go here, blah blah blah," and then they found that video and was like, "Hey, can you do this for the Kids' Choice Sports Awards?" And I was like, at first, I was like, yeah, I can hire my friends to do that. And then I thought about it and I was like, this is like my chance to like create my own thing. And the name Off Axis just came to me in the middle of the night, basically. And I was just like, everything just kind of lined up from there. And that was when I was like, I got to commit to, and like, it also lined up perfectly with my ex cheating on me. And that was like a huge whirlwind that like motivated me. It brings you down, but then like if you can use that breakup motivation, it's like the best motivation, especially to have that fire as an entrepreneur.
Oh, okay. All right. I feel that. And that's that personal fire right there. People that's that flame that does not cut off. Like, watch this right here. Now, have you ever been approached by to be a luchador wrestler or WWE? Have they ever approached you just because of the acrobatic ability you have? That stuff works in the ring.
Yeah, it does. No, I haven't, and I'm not interested because that shit would hurt. Like I've been on the giving end of a lot of this stunt stuff, but I am not signing up to be one of the people that gets tossed around and all that other stuff. Like. Yeah, I don't know. I am very aware of the wear and tear that goes into your body from doing acrobatics and extreme sports and the falls and all that stuff. And my body already hurts. I'm only 31 years old. So I'm definitely not signing up to do any of that stuff. No one's really approached me about it either. Because that industry has such an underground industry. People only see the WWE, but there's actually all these like little like traveling shows that go around and stuff too. And that's where people usually make their name and stuff. And that's a whole different like ball game. In fact, like my friend actually had a wrestling show come to his birthday party like a few weeks ago. And I was like, dude, this is like WWE, like underground.
No, right, and you know what? It's exactly like that. Now, I worked with the guy before, and I'm like, why are you always tired? And he's always watching. He was always watching wrestling. I was like, hold up, what's this dude's thing? So he was actually a referee. So he's a referee at Rikishi. Rikishi has the pro wrestling school of Knox. It's the Rikishi Pro Wrestling School of Knox, and he is one of the referees for like you said, yeah, they have their own schools and everything, and then that's how they move up and then go ahead to go and do that thing. Yeah, you're right on there. Now, what's your plans for? Well, not plans. Where do you see your show? The COVID's gone. You're back up and moving right now. Where do you see your show? The progress of your show, and for the not this year, but you already have your dates looking into next year to where you can really kind of say, okay, this year it's kind of going to be like this.
Yeah, I don't know. I try not to book things too far in advance because in this last year, especially when people book things in advance, they try to get like a really good price and they're shopping around. And then you accept things, and then later you get another gig that pays like way better, and it's like, oh shit, I can't, like, I already committed to this one. And last year I had to cancel a couple shows for the first time because we had started booking the Six Flags, and I was like, dude, I have to go with, like, Six Flags is a big client. So I had to cancel a few other shows. So I try not to book too far ahead, but we have potential shows all the way through probably February or so. And we've been in negotiations for like a very big circus that is worldwide known, but I signed an NDA and I'm not allowed to talk about it.
Right.
So
I can, yeah.
Yeah.
It's one of, you know what I mean? So, all right, I got you.
Yeah.
Like, man, shoot, a circus, man. And that's, man, how's your body? You're 31 now. Now, being a sports dude, and everyone knows, when, from 20 at 28, you're good. Once you turn 30, you're like, okay, these are the years. You got a few right now. So how do you see yourself still going to be able to do all those flips and take all those bumps? And is Jackie Chan a person that, like, you look up to?
I love Jackie Chan, actually. The fact that guy does all of his own stunts, but at the same time, I'm like, that's kind of a really dumb business model to do all of your own stunts and be the star of the movie, because what happens if you get hurt?
Oh, he hopped out. He will be back. I don't know what happened. He hopped out. That was a glitch right there. He will hop back. Let me go ahead and send him a text right back to hop back in. People, this is Tanner right here. This interview's going good. We are just about to get into him as a customer, people. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Now, people, just to let you know, we do have cornbread, Grind City Grinders on tomorrow. That will be 2 p.m. And as of right now, I'm in talks with Kim Side Money Plans, people. So we're just trying to check on some few things there. I have not had a woman yet, people. I have sent out the invitation to many of the women out there. I have not had a woman yet, so hopefully one will hop up on this stage and not be afraid. And just like I said, the man is right back. He is right back here doing his thing, and I forgot where I left off at. You remember?
Sorry, I cut out. My, I don't know, Chrome just like decided to shut off out of nowhere. What were we talking about? Jackie Chan or something?
Oh yeah, Jackie Chan. Yeah. Exactly. You were on the business model. It cut out on getting hurt.
Yeah, it's like if he gets hurt, then the whole movie's like put on hold or something. But yeah, I don't know. He's been an inspiration for me. Although I've already, like, I'm, as an entrepreneur, you want to think like 5 to 10 years ahead, and my shoe plan is like the 5 years ahead that I'm working on. The shows is like, I don't know, it's really good money. It's hard to turn it down. It's super fun.
Mm-hmm.
But by the time I'm like 35, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing that for.
Right.
So that's kind of why I have like the long-term plan of the shoe company, because that shoe company takes a long time to get going. And I would say probably around 35 or so is when I would start just setting up the shows and not performing them in myself. You know, it's
Right.
a lot of wear and tear in your body. And just in the last few years, like my neck will go out or something, and I'm like an old man, like walking around like hunchback or something. I'm like, I'm not trying to do this for too much longer.
Right, right. And doing all these shows, you have someone that works with you that you think, you know what, when I want to just step aside and just do this part, he can go ahead and fill that. You have a partner already set up it's already set in stone.
Yeah, basically this guy Dylan, he just actually last week, probably a few weeks ago, it was May 7th when I went to the UFC to go watch Tony fight. I had a show the same day that Tony was fighting, and I was like, for one, I cannot miss Tony's fight. Like, freaking ringside tickets, basically, and everything. Like, you're not passing up a VIP ticket to go to the UFC. So I was like,
Right.
I have to hire this show out, and it's the first time I had really done that in a while. I had done that once previously, and it ended up almost in a lawsuit. So not the greatest first experience, but Dylan ran the show. It went super well. He's basically like my go-to guy, and he's literally like the greatest acrobat on the planet. So he's kind of like my little prodigy that I'm bringing up.
Right. Now check this out, people. He said he had to subcontract, he had to get someone to fill in there, people. Now put it like this. You have places that can deliver your food, right? They hire one of us, right? Now let's say you're a crappy, trashy driver and you show up and do everything wrong. That's when those thumbs down, your tips getting taken away from, and all that other stuff. That's why some restaurants, people, they pick and choose who they want to deliver that stuff. They don't want to have anything messed up going on their name. Now he's got it, as you see, people, trial and error. Every single business that you are going to do, it's the same thing, just on a different scale. A lot of you people have jumped into the gig world, the gig market, to try to start your own business. If you are trying to do that, really pay attention to all the detail, the task. When you go into a place, take a look at all of that and start to implement those things, just so that you have somewhere to start. And so, you're not going to just be doing U-turns the whole time. You know what I mean? You got to take that stuff in and use it. Here's someone that was doing his thing and realized that there's a way for these apps to come in and help him financially as a business person. Okay, so if the gig app was not as flexible as it is and gives you the opportunity to still run your own thing, it's probably not something he would have done. But since it is there, it's there, and it helps you low key as just a little 10-minute guide to always keep yourself on top of everything you're going to be doing. Especially like he's doing business meetings, appointments, time, schedule, everything. You got to use all those same things when you are doing this delivery app. And if you are trying to use the app and whatever gig you're trying to do to go into a different direction, you got to start working like that ASAP. Get the work ethic in now so you don't burn and bury yourself in the future. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to ask you these questions right here as a customer. Now you're always on tour. You're doing all this stuff. You're ordering a lot of food, correct? Now,
Definitely when I'm a little intoxicated, I always order some Mexican food.
always Mexican food. Quesadillas. I don't know if you guys know about the quesadillas, but here in California, we got those nonstop, and you dip them, people. You take it and dip it, and the juice goes like this, and then you go. Then your white shirt gets messed up and you're mad. That happens every single time. So as a customer, now you're ordering for your crew most of the time or just yourself?
No, actually, anytime we do a rehearsal or something, I hate taking breaks, especially when you have a bunch of acrobats and everyone's all warmed up. Like the last thing you want to do is take an hour break where everyone cools down, and then it takes like another hour to get everyone actually back in the mindset and everything. So I always will like order pizza or something from DoorDash whenever we're doing rehearsals or something. And then usually if I've had a few adult beverages at night, I'll definitely like order some DoorDash or I don't know, some pizza. It's almost always like Mexican food though. I don't know what. I think it's growing up in SoCal and living down the street from an Alberto's. Like,
Say that
it's
again.
just a few clicks away, and I'm like, carne asada burrito is on the way.
People don't know. All right, for those of you who are not in where I
What's
am,
up, Pedro?
okay, Alberto's people, you can order Alberto's any time of the day, people. You can come back from the club, get you some carne asada fries, carne asada burrito, get you what you want. And if you don't have an Alberto's, people, hey, don't even worry. You got Alberta's, Albert Tacos, Albertecas. They're all a spinoff. Alamitas, they're all a spinoff of Alberto's. That's cool right there. I want to put Paul right there. Pedro, I know about, he said the gig conference. You didn't know about it. Hey, Pedro, while you are in the room, man, no hard feelings, man. No hard feelings, man. And no hard feelings. Just didn't want to go ahead and communicate back until everything died down. But brother, I don't hate you, man. We are still good. I love you, man. Keep doing the work as a content creator. Ain't no love lost here. That's why I put your comment up there, and I threw a comment in your chat about 2 days ago, just so you can see that hey, there ain't nothing there. Okay, so yes. So like you, I'm competitive with Pedro. Okay, to the point where the competitive nature of both of us, people sometimes don't know if it's real or not. You know what I mean? So I know with the boxing thing, some people thought that you were serious about, boxing and Pedro. So that's why
I mean, it's pretty serious, man.
Yeah, he said Tanner and them go way back. Yeah,
dude,
man.
He didn't invite me to the gig conference. I was like, what? And then he scheduled it on the last week of our tour on purpose because he knew that I wasn't going to be able to make it there, and he didn't actually want me to come. I was a little annoyed with that, so actually making a pit stop on the way to Chicago.
Right. You know what he said, though? Pedro said that he had you on one of his shows, and he told you on the phone, and he says you're fibbing about not knowing. So yeah, maybe that's gonna be the gloves right there. And who can hit more of the no bunts. You gotta connect on the ball when you go to the batting cage. You gotta connect on the ball.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I played baseball my whole life, and I have a baseball field even tattooed on my back a little bit. But I literally have not hit a baseball since I was like 17 years old. So I'm very interested to see if I can still do that.
You know what the
craziest I still do it better than Pedro, so that's all that matters.
Now you know what the craziest thing about that is. Now you talk about fitness. I have a degree in kinesiology. I'm also a national certified nutritionist.
No, me too.
So when you're about to go swing that bat, you know you're gonna be sore. Since 17, you're about to be, boy, I don't know. You do other things, but just that torque and that right there. Oh yeah, it's just like if you have not went out there and golfed in a while and you go straight to the driving range, you come back. Oh man, that next day you're like, what the heck did I do? I didn't know I had abs way up here. People, high, mids, lows, obliques, hip flexors. They're all over the place.
Yeah,
man.
You
work out a lot.
I work out twice a day. I do cryotherapy every single day just for my mental to get through that like torture of like freezing your body. Do a lot of like MMA training. So, and like throwing a hook is pretty similar to twisting a bat. So I would imagine I would be sore. And I'm very like the workouts that I do are very, very diverse. Like I do balance workouts, and like I'm not like doing bench press every single day. The first time I go to work out, it's just like a circuit. It's like in the morning, and then later in the day, I'll do like some actual weight training and that kind of stuff, and then balance work and all that other stuff. So, and to be absolutely honest, I won't do any training for any of my shows until that first show. And people think I'm absolutely crazy, but when you've done 5,000 plus shows, like I just jump in there, and like all the BMX guys that I hired for the last show were like, you're not going to like hit the box once or like do any test jumps or anything. I'm like, nah, first trick, going in, doing the backflip, like no warm up, none of that. So I feel confident. I'm pretty, in pretty fucking good shape. Like I work out with like Tony Ferguson and shit. So
right. I
remember
well
when it comes to that.
Today, I used to hit the No Limits gym in Irvine off of Dyer in where the Motel 6 is off the 55. I used to hit that up and head up in there, and I was actually Brazilian top team in Tustin. I was the hands trainer over there. We had Bryce. Bryce was the WBC kickboxing champ at that time, and I was the hands trainer working out with there. I was the the personal trainer director at the Bally's, and we had a partnership. They will let their trainers, their fighters, go into our gym and vice versa. So when they bought a membership there, then they were able to do both. And once they saw what I did there, then they said, "Oh, we can use you over here." So that's kind of how that worked out there.
Nice.
It's crazy, man. You do a lot of great stuff. Fitness, exercise, people, health, all these things are good for your brain. TTMATBF, train the mind and the body follows people. That's how he's been able to do all of this stuff. Now, when you order, are you a really great tipper, or are you like, man, I gotta save for my staff?
Dude, no tip. I'm just kidding. Of course I'm tipping. I always tip $5 to make sure it's like I believe it'd be like $7.50 or $8 order, and then I always have $5 in cash that I hand that person to.
You know what? You are just like me. I have a $5 rule because since I know driving and I know where I live and where I order from, I'm like, when they pick up that order, it's gonna be like a $10 order because I'm giving them $5. You know what I mean? So, all right, I got you there. Now I know you're into sports. We got a good one tonight. Celtics or Warriors? Who you got?
I haven't watched any sports except for UFC ever, so I have no idea.
Okay, pick one then.
What is it? What sport is it?
Basketball. Golden State Warriors, Boston Celtics.
Golden State Warriors has that one guy that shoots the 3-pointers, right?
Steph Curry, yeah.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Oh, all right. He's going with the Warriors, ladies and gentlemen. So right now the UFC, a lot of good fights, a lot of people doing their thing. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
John Jones, heavyweight. When do you think he's actually gonna get in the octagon and fight?
You know what's funny is John Jones's manager just reached out to me the other day to sponsor him. Unfortunately, we don't make his size shoe right now, so I was like, can't work with him yet. But I think he gets in there in August, and I think he runs right through Stipe. And then I think Ngannou is in for a rude awakening because I think John Jones takes out Ngannou. I think Jones is the GOAT,
John Jones is the greatest I have ever seen in there. He's never lost. That elbow 12, whatever the elbow, I don't count that. And DC has never beat the man, so he's never lost. And just like you said, and whoever he fights, it's not, people don't understand. It's not the fact that he's gonna go in there and just try to just knock you out. He's gonna outwork you and outsmart you. Everything he does is technical. Yeah, I don't think Stipe will. I think, like you said, I think he's gonna walk straight through him. He's gonna walk straight through him, and man, Ngannou, if he's gonna have to, he's gonna have to try to put him in a clinch or something, but he can't do that because John Jones is good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and I do believe, if that fight happens, Dana White, if this fight happens, man, let those two get paid like boxers. Let those two get paid like boxers if it goes down, because that's a fight. We never see the fight that we want to see, but that's a fight that I think everyone wants to see right there. And of course, everyone that's fighting 170, all of that stuff is good there. All of that stuff is good there. Now, what's Tony's plans? What's Tony's plans for the future, you and him?
I don't know. Tony's plans. I know he's more motivated than ever after getting knocked out for the first time. So he's been he's been lifting pretty heavy. He looks fucking jacked right now. I think he's probably going to try to go up to 170. And as far as like any business stuff, I'm not sure. We're working on the Tony 2.0 right now. We're having some issues with the whole footwear company is definitely on pause right now until we get this whole like supply chain issue figured out, because our shoes are like super late. Some shoes that I paid for like a year ago, and I'm basically missing $35,000 from my bank account right now because the shoes have not come anywhere, and I don't know. Everything's kind of on pause until we get that whole thing figured out.
All right, man. People, now you guys all know who this man is. This has been a great interview here. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the interview. Now, for those of you who may not know where to find this gentleman at, let the people know where they can find you at.
Yeah, so all my social media is at Tanner Markley, and then if you want to follow my footwear company, it's Off Axis, spelled like that, Off Axis, and it's offaxisathletics.com. Social media is Off Axis Athletics, and if you like watching crazy extreme sports shit, we sponsor some of the best extreme sports athletes and acrobats in the world. So it's a good hub to go watch, basically like the X Games meet Cirque du Soleil kind of stuff.
Yes, people. Now this show here. Now I do ride-alongs and stuff like that to help people, but this show is this is what I like doing here. I put this show here to highlight people out there who are doing really good things, especially in the gig economy. But I put this show here so I can interview a lot of other people too, tie in the business mindset and things into people doing this here, and new people who are just wanting to start to create, let them get their voice out there so people can know that this is what I'm trying to do. Go check them out. Being here on Hot Facts for the very first time, what do you think about it?
Yeah, honestly, you've kind of inspired me to get the, what's it called, StreamYard?
Yes.
Yeah, because this whole production you're running right now is pretty fucking legit. All that, the intro and all that cool stuff. I'm gonna have to add to your intro to welcome back with Robert Reese and jump off like a 50-foot cliff or something.
Man, you know what? And you broke up too. Say that again because you chopped up. You sound like RoboCop right there.
Yeah, I was saying I'm gonna have to get one of these intros done for you, the Hot Facts with Robert Reese, and then I'm gonna jump off a 50-foot cliff and do like a double backflip or something.
No, you know what? We can look. I'm in. I'm all in. And you know what? The people that I get to say those, these are people that I meet, business owners. I get in really good with the merchants there who owns the places, and those are the ones that's giving me the love back right there. So, man, look, we can set something up, do that, do a real crazy stunt. Go ahead and put that up. I mean, I would absolutely love that. I'll email you. We'll try to get something like that done. Thank you for loving the programming. I do everything myself. I do everything myself. So put a lot of work into it. And I know that, when someone has a certain level, they're just not going to go and do an interview on just anything. You'll get people just sitting. I'm going to go just sit in the back of the pickup truck or whatever. Like, no. You got to be able to have a circuit. You got to be able to let people know this is who you are. If I have someone on, you're going to get a piece of me. You know what I'm saying? I do that. I know right when you said yes, yeah, I know you're probably like, he put a short up that quick. Yeah, man, I move quick. Advertising quick, do all that stuff.
Yeah, you got to get on that hustle.
Yeah, man. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. So now for all you people that have been dodging me and ducking me and saying I don't do interviews, and you're asking your subscribers, should I do an interview? This man is very, very professional, and you guys are trying to get to at least a 10th of his level right there. So people, if I've had somebody on with 2 subscribers and I have someone with this many here, just think about it. It's going to be a very, very great way for you to get yourself out there to people who have wanted to subscribe, but they just never got a chance to because they judged you off of just looking at you, not by what came out of here. So just double think that. Thank you for stopping by, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, sweet. Thanks for having me on. Cool program we got going. We'll do it again sometime.
Yeah, boy. See you later, man.
All right, later. Thanks, man.
All right, people. I told you guys, people, no messing around. No messing around. As you guys see, a lot of you guys did not know that I watch parkour and all that other stuff. People, I've been on Tony Hawk, Rodney Mullen, Dave Mira, Bucky Lassick. You can go Ito, Yasa Toko. Sean White came. Sean White started doing it later and all that. Travis Pastrana. People, I've been I've been watching all of this stuff, man. I watch everything: surfing, Kelly Slater, motorbikes, Tim, man, all of it. I like NASCAR. I like Tony Stewart because he can drive on anything. People, I can hop into a conversation with anyone. And a lot of you people don't know. I tried out for Stump the Swab when it was back in the day. I'm a stat man, people. I love stuff. I love it. And he was actually surprised behind off camera that I actually knew who he was before all of this stuff. So people, you never know who's going to interview you. You never know anything. And I asked some questions that he's never been asked before. And I've seen a lot of his interviews already. And I asked things that a lot of people have never asked because they never wanted to tap in there. Thank you, Tanner. Thank you, Tanner, for stopping by. Yeah, people. That was a good one. But like, you know what we got now, people. You know we got some news. It's time to go over the news. We got some news in the house. Okay, so we're gonna do news and then we're gonna go over comments, people. Let's put up the news clip here. I'm gonna share this first one, and this is gonna be about some gas prices. Let's go ahead and get this screen on up. Share my tab. Bam. Let me hit mute.
High gas prices can have an impact on anything and everything, including how long you wait for your pizza. The lunch rush is busy at Ian's Pizza on State Street. Nick Stratman is the general manager. He's worked here 17 years now.
Oh man, what don't I love? Just serving a lot of customers every day, making sure that they get the pizza that they like.
While the kitchen crew keeps churning out pies, they're mostly being eaten in-house instead of being delivered.
And we average anywhere from 30 to 50 deliveries during the week and probably double that on the weekends.
The staff in here is swamped, especially during lunchtime and dinner time. But with gas prices so high, fewer people are signing up to deliver these pizzas.
We're at about a third of the staff that we would like to have currently. So we're still working on building a full fleet of delivery drivers.
They've also had to adjust their hours just to keep up with the staffing levels.
Typically, we'd be open for delivery late night, Monday through Sunday. Right now, we're closing at 10 p.m.
At Ian's, drivers pay for their own gas. Attempting to get more people on board, they've upped their pay and added bonuses.
We are offering a guaranteed $20 an hour for all delivery drivers. So whatever they're doing, whatever they're making, they know that they're going to be making at least $20 an hour while they're working here. And we're also offering a $1,000 signing bonus for the day you start.
They're hoping that entices more people to deliver.
We take, per run fees and everything like that. That should go towards gas and towards the service of their vehicles. But at the end of the day, they do rely a lot on gratuity.
No matter where you order from, if you didn't go get that meal yourself, now's probably the time to tip a little extra. In Madison, Savannah Tomei, Spectrum News.
Did you guys hear that? Did you guys just hear what I just heard? He's giving them $20 an hour. So this should put things into perspective for a lot of delivery drivers who are turning down orders. He's giving his drivers $20 an hour no matter what. Okay, $20 no matter what. Okay, $20 no matter what. And $1,000 sign-on bonus. Now, I don't know about you, but those are some serious incentives. $20 an hour, because other places aren't paying that to their drivers, and he's giving you $1,000 up front. Signing bonus. People, hey, man, that's nice right there. That's nice right there. That is nice right there, people. Good job to him. Now we're gonna get to this next one here. This next one's pretty cool too. We got some all right news today. We got some all right news. Now this one is about this dude right here. Now check this out, people. See, we got it from the Chronicle. Hey, did you hear from the professional man himself? Did you guys hear from the professional man himself? He said, "What studios is it? You're gonna give me to do StreamYard? This is fully legit." Now, people, I told you. There were people that said, they were complaining about my green screen. That's what I'm telling you, people. People would just be doing this. They were complaining about my green screen. Okay, people. They were complaining about my green screen doing this, but you got someone on that said this is fully legit. You know what I mean? He's been interviewed by a lot of people recently, and and he gave me some love right there. So I do appreciate that right there, people. That is a stamp right there that you use that and go on to the next day. Now, this, I think this is in Canada. I do believe it's in Canada. Canadian news. Gassed head knifeman robbed delivery driver says days after early release from prison, okay, for a double stabbing. So check this out. This dude got released from prison, and then he got in again. A dangerous thug robbed a delivery driver at knife point just 9 days after being released from prison on license for stabbing a father and son, okay? Daniel Orrick, who has an appalling record of violence, lured the victim to an address, and Gasshead then pushed a knife into the stomach area. Ooh. He lured the pizza people in and just started stabbing the people. He's 30 years old. He just got off a 64-month sentence, people, and they let him out, and he went. All right, I'm not giving this dude no more time. I'm not giving that dude no more time. Okay, so somebody that stabs people over and over again, and you let him out, and he keeps stabbing people, you got to lock him up and don't let him out. Lock him up and don't let him out. That is stupid. Now, this story I got right here, it made me think of Dash Bandicoot right here, people. It made me think of Dash Bandicoot right here. He's told me some stories, and this one right here, Dash Ganger Don't Bang. This one right here is for you, right here. This one is for you. I thought about you on this one, okay? Gunman, people. Okay, read this right here. Shocking moment, gunman rips $8,000 gold chain from the neck of a delivery driver after shooting him in the leg in brazen daylight. Robbery in Manhattan, people. A delivery driver, 55, was held at gunpoint. Okay, 55 in East Harlem. Ooh, he was in Harlem. He was in Harlem. Man, come on. Who's in Harlem? Is that Murder Mooks in them in Harlem? Who's that? Goods? Come on, Goods. Come on, man. Come on, man. DNA? Come on, man. Help this dude. Check this out, people. Oh, it's right here. Hold up now. No, play the dang video. Play the dang video. Play the video. Okay. So watch again. Or maybe I gotta just reload this thing, because that's kind of nuts. Play the video, yes. All right, man. Look. Whoo, he did that. He did that. But check this out. People, give him your chain. Give him your chain. Did you see the dude trying to no, don't take my chain? He got the gun, and then he shot him in the leg. Give it up, people. Don't keep it. Give it up. Give it up, and hopefully someone will turn him in, but don't sit there and try to fight with a gun with your hands. And come on, man. Bless that man's heart, he didn't die. Okay, now this one right here. Now this one is pretty. This one is what does C-Max say? Pretty nifty on 50. Okay. Woman charged with striking and killing bicyclists in West Loop, then driving away, but she got caught. Check this out. A woman was chased down by a determined witness who allegedly saw her drive into the opposite lane of traffic last April on the near west side and slammed into a bicyclist, killing him. Courtney Bertucci, 30, faces multiple charges, including leaving the scene of an accident involving death, reckless homicide, and possession of a controlled substance on the April 16 crash in the 900 block of West Madison Street. Now, people, what happened here was, and that's pretty much all I got to read there. What happened was there was a witness there that was like, no, you are not going to get away at all. They chased the person down to where they cornered them and pinned them into an area. They blocked their car right there so that they cannot get away. And that's how the police came and got the person. But people, hit and runs are not good. I just witnessed a hit and run the other day. I just put that on camera. Man, don't do that. People that's a serious crime. Leaving the scene if someone's hurt like that, people, that is a serious crime. So, if I know you don't want to face what's gonna happen or whatever else it is, people, but try not to run. People, don't run away from the scene. You could actually help the person that's there, and that could be the thing that actually saves their life. So just think about that. Sometimes people think about that. Sometimes people. Okay. Let me see here. We got some comments here. And we are gonna go over these replies and comments really quick. Bam. Oh, and while I'm doing that, let me do this too. I forgot, people. Let me do my birthday check. I had Kevin Garcia yesterday. Let me go ahead and do a birthday check. Once again, people, if you have anyone out there that has a birthday, graduation, bar mitzvah, they're doing something, sweet 16, quinceañeras, whatever it is, someone got a promotion at a job, it does not matter what it is. Go ahead and let me know, and that person will be shouted out. Just go ahead and let me know, people, and it can happen. Okay, it can happen. And I am gonna yep, that was the birthday yesterday, Kevin right there. Now I am gonna stay in contact with Tanner. He loved, as you heard, he loved that you're watching Hot Facts. He wants you're watching Hot Facts and do a crazy stunt after, or do a crazy stunt and you're watching Hot Facts after. So I'm gonna do some work with him on that and have it shot. Have him do the whatever, send me the file. I'll do the rest from right here. Put that thing on up, people. But that's how you collaborate, people. That's how you collaborate. Okay, that's how you collaborate. You collaborate on larger levels, on other things that you see that someone else is doing there. So, as you guys see how I get people to say you're watching Hot Facts, and I told you guys why they will be willing to do it. You're watching Hot Facts. After they get a chance to see me and know what I do, I said they're more than likely to want to do a Hot Facts. I did not ask him. He himself said, production's fully legit, and I want to do a crazy stunt and do the you're watching Hot Facts. People, all right. Now, there it is there. Now, let's get into these comments right here. We do have a few. Now, this comment comes from the video that says, listen to this story. And it's the one about my daughter and the kids. This one says, I'm brown skinned. And I remember when I was a young girl in school, the darker skinned girls used to bully me because of my complexion. So when people talk about colorism, it always have another side. I hated them for that. A lot of people, you need to learn that stuff. Someone else said Gail Brown. She's beautiful. The first one was from Grace Payne. This one was from Gail Brown. Another person, she is beautiful. People are very rude. Good job, sir. Thank you very much. DoorDash, this is your problem. This video right here did not get me any views for a long time. And now this video, people, has last time I checked, it was at like $5,000 or something. But these videos, like the last, there's a group of shorts that I did where the group of shorts that I did gave me and in like 3 days, I got like 14,000 views off of 3 shorts. And right now, they are all moving very well. And I'm like, man, they got it right there. Now, this one comes from that one right there. It says, maybe, now this is crazy right here. DoorDash, this is your problem. Now, the girl was waiting the whole time in there, did not get the attention from the manager or anything like that. I got the attention. I got my order. She walked out. Now, Mrs. Roberts says, no, not Mrs. Roberts, Bob Sides, S-I-D-E-S. That's an interesting last name, Bob Sides. Maybe it was a low tip. Okay, if someone walks out because it was a low tip, this is what I'm talking about. This came out of someone's mouth first. The first thing out of his mouth was, maybe it was a low tip. People, if you accept the order at face value and you drive all the way to the place, okay? If you drive all the way to the place and you see that the tip is not enough, why would you even drive to the place to begin with? This is the problem. See, that video was a problem and that comment is a problem for DoorDash. That's a problem. First thing out of his mouth. Someone said, you got to get your kids out of the hood. Those kids are being yelled at and used to curse out at home and go around bullying people. Now, people, I don't like it when people always try to say when things happen, you're in the hood. Let me tell you, people, I lived in Orange County for over 20 years, people. Irvine, Tustin, Anaheim, Anaheim Hills, Brea, let's see. Where else is Orange County? La Palma. I'm from Cypress. People, I lived all in Orange County. And let me tell you, you don't gotta be in the hood for someone to say mean things to you. Let yourself be a girl from a regular school and go to a school out where the people got money and they don't dress the same. You don't got to be in the hood. That happens in the rich area. So don't throw hood or nothing into the stuff you are saying. It comes down to people. Okay? I've been in places. There are places I go to right now in Irvine and stuff where they'll look at me weird and treat me wrong until I start to speak and switch my vocabulary up. Okay? It ain't got nothing to do with hood. What it has to do with people not teaching. Train up a child in the way you should go, and when you are old, you will not depart from it, okay? Go back to that right there. That's what I got to say. Now, someone said could have had a personal emergency. I respect that, Lisa McCoy. I respect that because that was not an off one. See, which one is this one? It says order is supposed to be ready when we receive the request. If I come in McDonald's and you playing like you don't see me at all and order takes more than 5 minutes, okay, yeah, that's the one from yesterday. That is the one from, there's a lot more that I have here, but I have to click on other ones, and that is going to take entirely too long. But for the people that are here, okay, look. We got 8 people inside here in the live chat right now, right? Yesterday, people, there is some news from a company called Lunchbox, and they bought out Novodyne. And what they did was, with this Novodyne and Lunchbox, they put in writing the deal that they have put in place, that they have with Uber Eats and Postmates and Grubhub and DoorDash and all these other places, people. They actually put up and said that they have given the restaurants once they go on to Lunchbox and Novodyne, the restaurants have the ability to limit the orders coming in that they can actually prepare, and they get to pick the drivers who are going to be taking them. Okay, and it's all going tied in to how they're timing people out on DoorDash because they're trying to give the orders to the people that have the highest ratings. Yesterday, Every single person left the room when I brought up the actual fact article and I start rereading it. And I guess people got upset because, you know, times are changing with the food delivery thing and all delivery apps. And, you know, the multi-apping, extreme multi-apping and not accepting orders to just go and do what you got to do. Those days are pretty much done. They're done. They're penalizing drivers for not having a certain rating, satisfaction-wise, and acceptance rate. And they're giving the orders what people say are good orders. They're giving them out to the people with the highest ratings. So, you know, yesterday the whole room left, and I was like, why'd the whole room leave? Well, it's because a lot of people don't want to hear what they're actually doing, and it's the actual truth. I'm not going to put up no fake news, and I actually read it. So let me see. Lunchbox Novodyne. Okay. Now watch this. Now watch this, people. You guys think that I'm playing. Okay, watch this. Watch this, people. Watch this. Watch. I'm telling you. Watch. Okay. I know what it'll get. Watch this. Watch this. Where's my breaking news at? Breaking news. Breaking news. Watch this, people. Watch this. Watch this. Okay. Oh, let me take that. Let me take this off. Where is that banner up here? Replying. Let me take that off right there, people. Now. All right, zoomed in some people. Now, I want all you guys to pay attention to this, okay? Pay attention to this, okay? Lunchbox acquires Novodyne to transform the entire guest experience for enterprise restaurants. You hear that? I'm going to read you guys this. A lot of people left yesterday. I'm going to read you guys this so that you guys can actually see why it's important and why Nugs is saying that he wants to get Top Dasher again. This right here is exactly why, okay? Novodyne works with leading multi-chain restaurant brands, including Firehouse Subs, Torchy Tacos, Taco Bueno, and Steak and Shake. And there's many more, people. There's many more. There's many more, okay? June 7th. Lunchbox, the modern ordering system built to grow online revenue for restaurants today, announced that it has entered into the definite agreement to acquire Novodyne, an enterprise digital ordering provider for multi-unit restaurant chains. As Lunchbox accelerates geographic growth across the country, this is the first of many steps in the company's plans to invest in new technologies for restaurants, okay? Together, Lunchbox and Novodyne will offer, let me see, people, okay, yes, good, you're still here, okay? It says, together, Lunchbox and Novodyne will offer an alternative to the currently available enterprise solutions and enable restaurant operations to manage all digital guest experiences from a single operating system across the entire customer life cycle. Your whole life cycle, they're going to have a history on you. Okay, Novodyne currently works with multiple prominent restaurant chains, including Firehouse Subs, Torchy Tacos, Taco Bueno, and Steak and Shake, to help power their online and mobile ordering, catering, and delivery apps. Okay, now mobile ordering, catering, and delivery apps. Guess what, people? What do we do? Okay, now let's tie this in. Okay, let's tie this in. That's why this is hot facts, people. Come and get the news. Operators that opt into Novodyne will have access to the following features. Okay, operators, restaurants that opt into Novodyne. All of these, you don't know which ones do, but you will know when your deliveries in your areas are going to notice a change. Operators, these are restaurants that are opting in, okay? Opting into this. You don't have no control. The restaurants have control. You have no control. You're the driver. You have no control over this, okay? You have no control. Lunchbox order aggregation, okay, allows operations to consolidate, okay, allows operators to consolidate. You all know what consolidate means. Allows operators to consolidate all third-party marketplace orders with DoorDash, Grubhub, EasyCater, Uber Eats, Postmates, and Skip the Dishes. Okay, so did you hear those? Okay, did you guys hear those restaurants? Okay, did you hear these restaurants? Okay, and did you hear the apps? It started off DoorDash, Grubhub, EasyCater, Uber Eats, Postmates, and Skip the Dishes, and pulls all order information into a restaurant's point of sale system. Menus are automatically kept up to date, including 86 items and business hours, okay? Group ordering, people. This is where drivers may get more tips, though. Here's a plus side about this. Here's where drivers will be able to receive more tips, okay? So group ordering allows multiple people to easily order food together under the umbrella of a single order. So everyone puts in their money, they order, that's on one big ticket right there. The driver could be seeing a bigger tip. It could help drivers out there. Now, guess what? The driver that might get an order like that is going to be one of the highest rated drivers right there. It's giving them full control, and you will see this here. Now, POS integration. Okay, ties your POS, online ordering, and mobile presence together into a single solution. Full POS integration, hands-off menu export, cross-channel ordering throttling. Okay, people, take a listen to this. Allows restaurant chains to limit the amount of orders it will be able to accept in a specified amount of time. Okay, this feature allows restaurant chains to set a limit rule on the maximum dollar amount of orders they can effectively fulfill within an allotted time frame. Okay, so you know what that means? Okay, they're gonna say we're gonna shut our app, we're gonna shut our ordering down, so these orders are going out. Now, those orders that they have inside their restaurant, they're not gonna open up the orders to come in that restaurant until these orders are taken out. They're not gonna waste money anymore. So guess what happens? The restaurants that actually can pick the drivers to come, they already see, boom, okay, link that one there, link that one there. That's how that works, people. That's why you're getting timed out on DoorDash and kicked off and can't come back in. It's because they're trying to make all of this stuff work together. They're trying to make all of this stuff work together, people. Take your orders. A lot of orders that people are rejecting are actually good orders. See, we got some people to leave right now because they don't want to see this, or they maybe want to go read it. The article is here. This is real. Okay, customer engagement. Okay, ability to integrate with any loyalty provider. Now, check this out. Any loyalty provider, people, which means that if you have a card that's linked up to anything that's hooked up to Lunchbox and Novodyne, you're going to get discounts, and you're going to be able to use your points to go ahead and get food. If you can use points to order food and not have to pay for that much, you have money left over. So they're probably thinking that the person will have to go ahead and tip that money that they are saving because they are getting points. Okay. Now, what was I just at? Okay, yeah, ability to integrate with any loyalty provider. Currently integrated with Punch and Paytronics. If you have Punch or Paytronics, you got some good stuff going on. Comprehensive delivery support, delivery as a service integration with DoorDash and Uber Eats. Delivery as a service integration with DoorDash and Uber Eats, which means those restaurants will have access to the drivers the same as DoorDash and Uber Eats does. Okay, it says delivery as a service integration with DoorDash and Uber Eats, in-house delivery support with delivery driver management. Okay, so define delivery map polygons and radius rules with adaptable order minimums and deliveries. So all of that stuff is set. They're going to be doing all this. Now catch this. Now check this out. Catering management will with call center capabilities and integration with Novodyne's house accountable model. Okay, so what this means is catering orders, even catering orders, Okay, they're going to be giving those catering orders to who they feel is going to be able to go out there and get the job done. Okay, they're going to pick the driver who they feel can get the job done. If they have a list and they have this driver is diamond or top dasher, the numbers are here, guess who they're going to link that to? They're going to link it to that driver. They put the ability into the restaurant to then do that with the driver. So that's why a lot of people did not want to hear all this stuff, because they are giving preferential treatment for the ones who are doing it in that way. And I'm telling you guys this stuff too. Like I said yesterday, if you go inside of a restaurant or a merchant place and you are weird and you're flashing your phone and doing stuff like this, they look at that and they will penalize you because they have the ability to. You got to make sure you are doing your thing right. If you got all your numbers in order, they will say, hey, you can go ahead and do it like this. Okay? You can go ahead and do it like this. That is what is going down, people. A lot of people didn't want to hear this. A lot of people didn't want to see any of that, but the real is the real, and that's what it is. I can't go do nothing else about that. I can't do nothing but just let you guys see exactly this, deal. This is a deal that DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, and all of them put in place that they have going on. They already made the deal, people. So everyone's saying, why don't they listen to us? We can make a change and make this better. They know what the better is because they're losing money. Restaurants are throwing away food. They have to refund back. They already know what the better solution is going to be. That's why they are putting it into us now. So if you guys, thought that, it's always going to be the same, it's not. It's moving into a direction that this is what it is, which is why I got a lot of flack coming out from my videos. People were like, what is he talking about? Why is he talking about working like this? Is this dude crazy? No, I'm not crazy. From when they first started these apps, this was going to be the solution to come. They already had this stuff planned out for years on what phase it's going to be. Okay, they already had that stuff. All I did was just make sure I do their exact business model and add in what I'm going to do on the side to just make that better. And while doing that, I am not going to be one that's irritated, aggravated, and mad, because check this out. The people that have to schedule in to Dash, here's what's going to happen. If you have to schedule in for your shift on the food delivery app, you're not going to be able to sign in because they're going to have it signed in first for the people that have, who are top dashers, and everyone else that has the highest ratings after that. Then once those drivers have signed in and booked their time, it's all free for all the rest. But check this out. There's certain areas where there's too many top dashers in areas. And guess what? If those top dashers can't dash there and they say that area is open, they're going to let those top dashers get the go ahead and get that spot first too there, which is going to make everyone start accepting more orders, because there's thousands of orders every day that go out there that are being turned down that are not bad orders, on the premise that it's the dollar total in front of the miles that I don't like. Not even in front of the miles. It's the dollar total. It's a $4.50 order. You're only going 0.7 miles. You won't take that at a place where it's already sitting and ready. You won't take that order. They have to get people to take those orders. Those are regular human beings that are just ordering, and they live close. There's nothing else wrong with them. There is nothing else wrong with these people right there. Okay, all they're doing is ordering, and they need more people than me and other people like me to take those orders. Because if I'm taking an order and I'm out and they get some orders like that at a spot, the drivers aren't taking those. Okay. And guess what? Employees really don't like making food if it's not going out. They're working extra hard. Those employees are working extra hard for nothing. That's why when you go into some of these places and you guys say they give us attitudes and roll their eyes at us, because that stuff happens. That's why I kill them with a certain type of kindness that allows me to get let into the businesses when they're closed and everything else like that. Okay, so you guys gotta, this thing right here is deep. This thing right here is deep. I'm gonna do something else right now. You guys heard me talk to Pedro right there, just to to let them know. But soda man, every room I go into, people still think I was being mean to you for telling you that you can do your goal and you can hit 100 grand. I never said nothing mean to you, never did nothing else like that. But Bud Soda, check this out. I apologize, man. If it has people really not understanding and thinking that it was like they heard the words and just the words turned into other words, I have no idea. I watch it over and over again, and I still can't find what I did. But some people think that I did the complete worst thing by just reporting news and giving my take on something on the video that I saw. So right now, Bud Soda, I apologize, man, for whatever I did. I didn't mean to hurt you or anything. And anyone that loves Bud Soda, people, I'm sorry, Bud. I'm sorry. All right? And I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna leave that right there. And I'm gonna do this one too. I'm gonna do this one too, even though I don't want to. Hannibal, I'm sorry for setting you straight on the air. I should have did it privately, but you should have did that privately too. But I apologize, but there's some things you just can't do to a man when he puts his time and effort into what he does. Okay? I apologize to you. I ain't saying it again. Now, that took a whole lot for me right there, people, just to let you know. That took a whole lot. My wife would tell you how hard it is to get stuff out of me. That took a whole lot. Okay? That took a whole lot. He said people laughed at me for taking every order. Grind City Grinders. Yes, yes, yes. Now check this out. Is there anyone that has something to say that wants to hop into the chat? Is there anyone here that has something to say that wants to hop in, that thought about saying something and never really had a chance to? Is there someone out there like that? Here, let me go ahead. Because if so, I got a little bit of time. There is a link there. If you want to hop in, if you got something to say, you can go ahead and hit that link really quick. You know what I mean? Hit that link, hop on in. I got a little bit of time. I can answer anything. You guys may have something to say. I'll go ahead and stick around for a little bit. Let me go ahead and put this up. Let me see something right here. Let me see this right here. All right, people, check this out.
Yes, yes, Sharon Lopez.
Yeah, her model, and we need to cancel Sharon Lopez.
We need to cancel Sharon Lopez. I do have Anchor Motel. I do not have Sharon Lopez. Alrighty. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, so I want to know if maybe there is something else I can help you with today, or that will be all.
Sorry?
I want to know if there is something else I can help you with today, or that will be all.
That's all for today.
Okay, for sure, remember that for today we cancel this Friday. The driver will receive us running on your email. Please hope that you have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right, we got ourselves a lot. We got ourselves. Let me show you guys. This is not clickbait. That's what it looks like on the. Show you guys one more going, huh?
I was hoping Van was gonna, he's doing his order right here, but I'm letting him know he's live and live. He's a double live. I'm gonna see if I can get Van's attention really quick. Live and double live. Let me see.
Why don't the Walmart people hang up, man? It's getting annoying. We got ourselves a ton. So I don't know if they tip or not on this one. There's 2 orders, and one of them, the Walmart don't have it. So this might be the $15 tipper. This might be the no tipper, or it's 7 and 7. I don't know. We won't know until 24 hours later. We'll go into the motel. What you doing? Chilling at the Holiday Inn. We're going to a motel. Somewhat of a shady motel, I guess. Well, any motel is a shady motel, right? Yeah, man. I think that load is about 200 pounds. 2 40 packs of water, 8 24 packs of soda. Oh, this one is curbside. This one has a tip. Well, since I'm a YouTuber, I'm gonna show you guys what it's like. You know, yeah. Honestly, I'm not a fan of these heavy ass orders. You know, but you know, I do it for the tube. This is curbside. One of the order has been canceled.
What's up, cornbread? What's up, cornbread? People, I heard a click. I said, what was that click? I was trying to see when Van was gonna see that. I was typing in. I said, Van, we're watching you live. We're watching you live from HotFacts. I was trying to see when he was gonna see like live. Yeah, double live. What's up, man? What's up, man?
Not much, man. Just checking it out. You threw the link up there. I thought I'd check it out, make sure everything was good to go. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Look, it's as easy as it is. Look, you just click that link and just make sure your mic is set on up and you are good.
All right. Sounds good.
Man, you look like one of my favorite wrestlers back in the day, Hillbilly Jim. You look like one of my favorite wrestlers back in the day, man. Oh, man. Hillbilly Jim.
I hear you. Man, I wanted to jump on too, dude, just to say I appreciate all the love, man. I love your channel. I love the things that you're doing. I love that you're keeping it real. You're unapologetically who you are, and that's much appreciated.
Yeah, man. I try to do what I do without offending people and making people feel any other way. But you know, when you have rules and things that you go by, you gotta let people know what you go by. You know what I mean? And you go from there. I just try to do it in a respectful way so I can be able to speak to everyone and help everyone else out there. So appreciate that, man.
I got you. Right on. Well, I won't keep your time. I won't use up a lot of your time. I look forward to talking with you tomorrow. And man, Tanner Markley, if you're listening, dude, you're a hard act to follow, bro.
He said you're hard. Look, hey, yeah, man. Hey, but that's the whole thing. It doesn't matter who you are. He does the gig thing too, people. It doesn't matter who you are, what you got to do for business. It does not matter. He said it's a hard one to follow, but you got to think about it like this. The person conducting the interviews got to ask the questions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. I thought that his interview was great, man. And a couple of the books that he mentioned are great books that I've read. I've done some multi-level marketing in the past. I've had my own businesses and stuff like that. So I'm into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, man, the MLMs. Look, I've done so many MLMs. I have teams built under me, so many different. I've trust, man, and that's why I wanted to get him on too. You know, he does a lot of things. He gets it in, and I knew that if I can get him in, all these people that are over there sitting on the fence, you know what I mean? Well, go ahead. Don't sit on the fence. This dude is not trying. He made it. So he made it. He made it all the way. And then what he did was, when he made it all the way, he vouched for the channel. He said, "This is fully, all he does is professional work." So you got to be able to bring it to him the same way that he is supposed to be getting it. And people, when you do it like that and it comes out of their own mouth and they say this is what it is what it is, people. It is what it is. Don't be afraid. I'm just waiting on the first woman. Kim's side, we're in talks. I know Sarah Elizabeth. It's been a lot of people get intimidated for being interviewed.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, they may be content creators, but this is a different thing for them. So,
well, like I tell you this, I was just making a funny. Tanner's a guy just like me, puts his pants on the same way. He might have a little more success here or there or whatever, but when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, we're all made perfect. We are as we ought to be, and it's an honor. I really enjoyed listening to him, and it's good. I was just being funny. All I know is to be me. My grandfather told me when I was a kid, if you can't be yourself, you'll never be anything. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Hey, well, that's it. We ain't gonna talk too much because I ain't gonna let none of my juice leak out right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get that in tomorrow, man. I'm gonna holler at you.
I got you. I got a delivery, so I'm gonna bounce. Have a good one, brother.
Do your thing. Make that money, baby.
Yes, sir.
All right, now, people. Cornbread just tapped up in there. Cornbread, and just subscribe to your channel, Cornbread. Now, people, how cool was it? How cool was it to have somebody named Cornbread? Somebody named Cornbread. Where you going, Cornbread house? Huh? I'm going to go chill with Cornbread. We got a Cornbread in the house, people. But yeah, people, I hope you guys enjoyed that interview. If you guys want to check out all the interviews, you can go to my playlist and click interviews, or you can just look on the live section and follow them like that. Or you guys can just type up in your YouTube browser there, type up HotFacts interviews. It brings up every single one and all the ones upcoming that are scheduled in. So, but women, I need one of you guys up here. There's a few. What's the lady name? The blonde hair lady. She speaks in her videos. She sent me a message. She doesn't do interviews either. So people, I'm coming. The doors get shut. Doors get shut, but I'm gonna keep on knocking. Now, Long Island Dash Experience, that's a couple, so they don't count. They don't count as a woman. They're a couple. They count as one. So I'm dying to get on them. They seem interested. I'm just trying to get people in here, people. And if there's any content creators out there drawing lines and saying I want to do an interview with the guy, just think about it, man. You watch interviews on TV all day on every single channel, and people that do interviews, they interview everyone. You don't have to like someone. You don't have to go with someone. If someone doesn't like anyone, you don't have to do that either. Remember, it's about you and your success and you reaching out. So I'm going to end it like that, people. Always do what you got to do. Have fun. Drive safe. Save on whatever you got to save on. And I will see you guys later. I'm signing out like Chuck Woolery in 2 and 2. Peace out.